of DC Studios. So,
James Gunn, finalmente.
hey everybody, I'm James Gunn. I'm the co-CEO of DC Studios.
Yes.
So as many of you know, DC has been disconnected in film and television for a long time. And
Yes.
It's one of, our jobs, mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the DCU is connected in film, television, gaming,
Giusto.
and animation. That the characters are consistent, played by the same actors, and it works within one story. And if something is outside of that, like Matt Reeves' Batman or Todd Phillips' Joker or Teen Titans Go, that it is clearly labeled as DC Elseworlds, outside of the mainstream DCU continuity. Now,
Lili!
pretty lucky in terms of the 4 projects that are coming out over the next year. First, we have Shazam, Fury of the Gods.
Shazam, ok, è confermato Shazam Fury of the God per il prossimo anno, quindi
He's always
ci sta.
been off kind of in his own part of the DCU, so he connects very well. That moves directly into The Flash, a fantastic movie that I
Flash, The Flash. Quindi Shazam connection into The Flash. Va bene, mi piace, mi sta
really
casando.
love. That resets the entire DC universe. And then to move into Blue Beetle, a fantastic film about a kid who's a marvelous part.
Blue Beetle? Che cazzo è Blue Beetle? Che è particolare, è tutto blu. No, ma l'hanno già filmato. Deve uscire nel 2023, quest'anno. Ok.
Part of the DCU, and then into Aquaman 2, which leads directly into our next few projects, which
Aquaman 2.
I'm going to tell you about now. So, Peter and I, along with a group of very talented writers, have started to map out an 8 to 10 year plan of what DC Studios will be in film, television, and gaming.
Okay.
This first chapter is called Gods and Monsters. Now,
Il primo capitolo è chiamato Dei che so Ciccio Gamer, Dei e Mostri.
this, what I'm about to tell you, is a part of the first chapter. It's not the entire first chapter. The first project is Creature Commandos.
Che cazzo è Creature Commandos? È una TV animata, cioè è una serie animata. Creature Commandos.
Creature Commandos is an animated series. I've written all the episodes. Something we're going to do that's a little bit different at DC is we're going to have characters move into animation, out of animation, usually having the same actor play their voice as who plays them in live
Figo.
action. The
Mi
next
attira.
project up is Waller. This is a story of Amanda Waller, played by Viola Davis. Viola Davis.
Waller. TV live action come secondo progetto. Waller, non so chi sia.
This is going to team up with members of Team Peacemaker, and this is a story that's been created by Crystal Henry, who did Watchmen, and Jeremy Carver, who created the Doom Patrol. It is a fantastic story that's out of this world, and I can't wait for people to see it. Okay, next up is the big one, the true beginning of the DCU.
Dai, dillo.
This is called
Superman Legacy, il film. Bello. Vedi, con James Gunn mi attirano queste cose di più.
Superman Legacy. This is being written by me. I'm in the middle of it. I'm having a great time doing it.
Diretto da lui, diretto da James Gunn. No, zii, questa è una manata. Superman Legacy è una manata, zii. Questo è una manata, questo va visto.
And Superman will be released into theaters July 11th, 2025.
July 11, 2025. 11 luglio 2025.
Okay, the next thing is a big premiere HBO television series
HBO?
called Lanterns. This is a story of a couple.
No! Bello, mi sto casando. Bella. La serie su HBO di Lanterna Verde chiamata Lanterns. Bello.
Couple of Green Lanterns, Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, and we have a few other lanterns peppered in there. But
Due
this
lanterne,
is really a
Hal Jordan e Jon
terrestrial-based
Stewart.
TV show, which is almost like True Detective, with a couple of Green Lanterns who are space cops watching over Precinct Earth. In it, they discover a terrifying mystery that ties into our larger story of the DCU.
Okay.
Next is a big movie called The Authority. The Authority is a passion project of mine. It's based on the marvelous Wildstorm characters we are now bringing into the DCU and will interact with all of our primary DCU characters. The Authority are a group of superheroes who think the world's broken and they want to fix it by any means necessary. I think it's a very different look at superheroes. we're doing a television series called Paradise Lost. Paradise
Paradise
Lost is the story of
Lost,
Paradise
serie
Island,
TV.
usually known as Themyscira, which is the birthplace of Wonder Woman. It's almost like Game of Thrones with Westeros.
Tipo le origini di Wonder Woman, se non ho capito, no? Fammi sentire.
The birthplace
Sì,
of
The Birthplace of Wonder Woman. Dove è nata Wonder Woman? Paradise Lost.
Woman. It's almost like Game of Thrones with Westeros, but with all of the inhabitants of Paradise Island. The introduction of the DCU's Batman is The Brave and the Bold. The Brave and the Bold is
The
the story of
Brave and the Bold. Batman e Robin, quindi ufficiale. Che bello!
Batman and his actual son, Damian Wayne. This is based on
Suo
Grant
figlio!
Morrison's great
Ok.
comic book run. Damian Wayne is my favorite Robin. He's a little
Ok,
assassin
si è
who
basato sulle storie del figlio di Batman che è Robin, GG.
Batman tries to get in line, and so this is the story of the two of them and the beginning of sort of the Bat family in the DCU.
Ok.
Next up is a TV series called Booster Gold. Booster Gold is one of comics' really popular cult heroes. He is a fascinating guy. He's a loser
Ok.
from the
Serie altra TV, Booster Gold, è un affascinante ragazzo, tutto wow, smarge tutto particolare, infatti già si vede tutto tipo tirato, capito? Tipo alla... come il Patriota, ecco, alla Patriota, è molto patriottesco infatti, alla Patriota di The Boys, tutto figo, tutto capito pompato, però è veramente un eroe, veramente figo. Booster Gold.
future who uses future technology to come back to present day and become a superhero.
Ok,
so that people
usa la
will love
tecnologia.
him. It is basically the superhero story of imposter syndrome on an HBO Max series. One of my
HBO,
favorite
sempre,
comic
ok.
book series from last year was Tom King's run on Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. And so we're going to turn that into a big science fiction epic film. Now, Superman is a
Supergirl,
guy who
Woman
was sent
of
to Earth.
Tomorrow. Figata!
So she's a much more jaded character. And that brings me to Swamp Thing,
Swamp
the last thing we're going
Thing,
to talk about.
film.
A very dark horror story in the origins.
Dark Horror Story? L'avevano detto che faceva horror. Fottuto James Gunn, Swamp Thing, il film, è un tipo horror.
Monster who is Swamp Thing. And although it's totally outside of the rest of the DCU, it will still feed into the rest of the stories. Anyway, those are the stories that I can tell you about right now. I've loved the DC characters since I was a child. They're incredibly important to me. I knew that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do something very
Bravo.
different. One of the things that's very important for me
Bravo.
in all of these movies and TV series is that the director's vision and the vision of the writers and all of the creators is unique. It's something special.
Vero.
Storytelling is always king. That's all that matters to us. And I want to be true to those stories. I want to be true to you guys and really give you something different than you've ever seen before. Anyway, thank you everybody. I appreciate
Dai,
you watching.
James,
I
che
hope
puoi
this was exciting.
rialzarlo, sto DC Universe, che potrebbe essere qualcosa di bello. GG per James Gunn. GG per James Gunn. Ma la cosa più figa, che secondo me è quella che mi attira un po' di più, perché a me è un personaggio che mi ha sempre intrigato tantissimo, è la serie HBO su Lanterna Verde chiamata Lanterns. Sì, bomba. Vediamo un po'. Mamma mia, sono magasato però. Ti giuro magasato. Nonostante tutto, pure il discorso finale che ha fatto, ha detto che sono sempre stato appassionato ai personaggi della DC e sin da quando era piccolo, e è stato un onore per lui ed aveva un'unica opportunità per poter ufficialmente svoltare il DC Universe. Io ne sono completamente d'accordo, infatti probabilmente l'unico che può farcela è lui, data la sua bravura. Già in casa Marvel ha prodotto, sì raga, i film secondo me migliori, cazzo devi dire, ai Guardiani della Galassia, una manata, ma tutto il suo repertorio, la sua storia è bella che deep, è un grande uomo, quindi speriamo che tira fuori la bomba. Vedremo.